Alright, greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome back to more Dragon Quest IX. Now, off screen, I said I was going to do a lot of grinding, and a lot of grinding I did. So let me show you the new squad. So, as you've seen by the little clip I put at the beginning of the video, I forgot I was going to edit that in. Well, I got the Armamentalist job class, and now Comic's an Armamentalist. And here are all the other things he went through to get, like, extra skill points. These are his skills currently. He's the buffer and debuffer that... Or, really, he's just a debuffer. At least the debuffer I've always wanted. We haven't really had many debuffs yet, because I haven't used a wizard much. Wait, shoot, let me go back real quick. These are the other things he had learned in the other classes. It's fine, nothing really important. And he got the Force skills as well, which is the whole reason you would want an Armamentalist, but I'm not really too sure on how they work. They give you like a buff, and like some bosses or enemies are weak to certain ones, but I don't know them off the top of my head. We also got the Giga Slash spell, which is insane. A lot of sword power. I can use a sword in any job class now. It's great. Now for Val. She is a gladiator. And she's well-versed in Warrior, and these exclusively just for the points. Obviously no spells. Still rocking multi-thrust, and she has a lot of hammer skills too, but I'm probably not going to use a hammer much. And under God, she got a Blind Man's Biff, which is potentially the most damaging skill in the game, as well as Feel the Burn, which is every time you get hit, your tension goes up one stage. It's pretty cool. Dustfield here is still a priest, though he's been in a lot of other job classes as well, including Armamentalist. But mostly I'm sticking him as a priest exclusively because he gets multi-heal, which is priest exclusive for now, and it heals the entire party. It's how you win the game. He's also really skilled in shields, because I didn't really know what else to put it into. And yeah, he's pretty good. And finally Steam, who's now also a gladiator, so we can get the same sort of skills that Val has. So now they're both my insane DPS mages. Or, you know, not mages, but my masters of DPS. In fact, this will be the perfect guy to show it off on. You blood mummies. Let's just have everyone attack. Dustfield's pretty much now the fastest party member, because... excuse me. I had a soda before this started. Because everyone else is super slow. But look at that damage. I could go for some speed, but there's an item we can get for it later. I actually think we can get it now, but I'm gonna wait until we get the ultimate key before I show off, like, locked doors and such. Because this way I can just unlock them all in one go. I was thinking that I would at one point just show off what I could do with each of, like, I think there are like 3 tiers of keys. But then I thought, screw it, I'll just show off what I have. That's odd. I guess it's just a shortcut into the bow hole. Now, I don't really know this dungeon too well off the back of my hand. The only part I remember is the 3rd floor, which is necessary for doing liquid metal slime grinding. which is really difficult, because liquid metal slimes are kind of a bitch to fight. Because, you know, it's entirely RNG as to whether or not you're going to actually get anything from them. Let's go for a multi-thrust. Val has a piece of equipment that gives her, like, 30 MP. And I did that exclusively so she could throw out more multi-thrusts. I also think Blind Man's Biff takes a few, Blind Man's Biff also takes a couple MP to use. Wow, that is all kinds of beautiful. But yeah, these levels, I don't need to do any more grinding for the rest of the game. No, sir, we are golden. In fact, I might be a little too overpowered for the next, like, 1 or 2 bosses coming up, but if it means I can handle everything without having to stop and grind later on, I'm fine. I'm all about efficiency, you see. After a buff, I was expecting that. Oh, I am going to be getting a new sword for Comic as soon as we get the ultimate key, but for right now, it's going to have to wait. Or, I actually don't know if I have to wait for it, but I am going to wait for it, because with how good it is, I don't feel like it would be too fair to have it right now. Alright, well, more heal gives 165. That's a weird number, but okay. Might as well show off multi-heal. See? Beautiful. That's a little pricey, but just being able to heal the entire party up really fast is wonderful. This is where I did the metal slime farming. If one didn't show up, I just walked up and back down the stairs again. But they can show up all over the 3rd floor, I believe. That's just where I prefer to do it. It's what I've been doing since I first started the game. And like a lot of the dungeons in the game, it's not very long. In fact, this is the end. There's just more to explore if you want to. But hey, it's just useless treasure. Well, this guy looks happy. Oh dear. It was a Horcrux! And Gadrongo draws near. I don't know if that's got pun or anything, but who knows. Giga Slash is amazing. In fact, really, if I could, I would just egg on myself and just do that, but screw it. I'm just gonna, ruin this guy. I just didn't know what these do, because I never really buffed up shields too high. Yeah, Blind Man, or, Field of Burn. Yeah, Field of Burn takes up a lot of MP, actually, wow. There we go, Psych Up. Oof. Ah, damn it. Though I think I have a... I actually think Comic has a spell for that, too. I think we have Tingle in Comic. Well, shit, that's a decently wasted turn, actually. Ooh, and you can block with that shield, too. Hey. That's not what I was hoping for. But let's see if we have Tingle. Now, we're all debuffs, so I might as well get Sap going. Another multi-thrust. And you have Tingle. And I forgot what Heartbreaker does, too. I don't know what a lot of these things do. I'm not going to pretend to be a master at this game. I've actually learned a lot about it from this LP. Well, that's beautiful. So, we might as well join in the attacks too. Let's get Giga Slashes going. Multi-thrusts. I still have Caduceus. That's really all I need for now. And let's get a... Actually, I want to throw out a Blind Man's Biff. It's really not too great until you can tension up all the way, but it's fun. It just doesn't have an upper damage limit, like Falcon Slash does. Nice. Nice! Yeah, with a Falcon Blade, or an Uber Falcon Blade, and high tension, that can deal like 5,000 damage twice. It's pretty great. I don't want to say it's overpowered, because it's not, but it's definitely something if you want it. They have all these fun new spells, and I don't know what to do with them. But for now, I think a Hard Claw is going to do just as well, so I might as well. Yowie. Yeah, Hard Claw is doing just as well. Might be a little overpowered at this point, but hey, you know? It's half the fun of a video game, is breaking it. So as far as Gdrago can go, he has scarier spells, though Burning Breath is the worst of it. Though really anything that only attacks once at this point isn't going to be much to write home about. So let's get that bow. Well, clearly it's going to help us activate our stand. Might as well. Though none of us really use bows. In fact, I don't really know what class uses them effectively. I'm going to assume Ranger, but I don't have a Ranger. Nor do I really want a Ranger. Shit, do I have an outside spell anymore? Huh. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess we're hoofing it. That's weird, I didn't think that, Evac was the minstrel-only spell. Well, it's not a reason to gimp myself with a minstrel. Even though Armamentalist right now isn't much better. Just having the Force is significantly better. Technically. Even if I never really effectively use it. I will use it later on. Like, I might as well use it for the final boss, but... In fact, I don't actually think we can use the Force correctly either. If I'm not mistaken, there's a side quest that allows your Force spells to hit your entire party instead of just buffing like one, or maybe it's just yourself too. I do not know. I really didn't bother with Armamentalist when I first played this game. Because, man, I just could not get those metal slimes to stay still. And I think liquids are worse. Liquids were a pain. Fuck liquids. Fuck liquids. Yeah, no. Screw 'em. Okay, and now that we're out, let's try to zoom on back to, Wormwood. Please don't notice me. Thankfully, Senpai did not notice me. It's the one time that I've requested that, but... I think this is where I'm supposed to go. That's annoying. Yes, I do believe this is it. Though I should probably look at this sign, it might tell us. Yaha! Well. Time to get us the fire arrows, fella. Stella Glow? Nah. No, we're playing a good video game. Oh wow, is that a straight-up reference to Dragon Quest I? You know, making the Rainbow Bridge. You want to join me? You know what? Thank you. Thank you very much. I will accept that. Will you let me into your deli and have a delicious sandwich, though? You know what? I'm actually glad how this turned out. I'm used to when characters in video games are dicks, they just stay being dicks. I just like when people understand that they've made a mistake. We all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've realized I've made mistakes. Yeah, most importantly, that dragon gave us a right whopping, didn't it? I'd like to kick its ass. Well, anyway, now we're in... well, we're still in the Wormwood Canyon. I feel like burp, and then like it feels like a little bit of acid came up with it. That hurts. Tastes bad too. Anyway, now we're in Wormtail. This whole thing is just gonna be like, I think it's like the body of a great worm. But you're gonna be in regions like Wormwing, Wormfoot, Worm... Garden, Sound Garden, things like that. So now we're in the tail, which means we got us a way to go. Yeah, see? Wormwing. And it does kind of look like a wing. Looks like a delicious chicken wing, actually. I like chicken wings. I used to not like chicken wings. My girlfriend's dad made me some, and they were just amazing. And now I can enjoy a good chicken wing. I haven't tried buffalo wings, though. They look small and unappealing. I guess this kind of looks like a giant mouth. Ooh, golems. They'll show up in my next LP. Well, depending on which game I finish first. Oh man, I did mean to say this in the update video. Should I do this now? I don't know if there's a cutscene. Oh, my. What have we here? Any glass frits, please? Oh, lava lumps. That's fair. I'm not looking to get too into alchemy right now. Of course, when I do decide to get into alchemy later on in the LP, I'll certainly regret my choice. But, yeah, I guess now's as good a time as ever to ask it. I think we've got a lot of walking left to do. Well, I have a code to get every quest in the game, like, including the ones that were Wi-Fi locked and are now, you know, not unlockable anymore. I can do them now. So, much like Nier, would you like me to do every single side quest in the game? And again, probably not like everyone, like, here, give this herb to this dinglehead, and you'll get, like, 5 stronger herbs. Like, not like that, like, story important, like, quests and whatnot, and legacy bosses. I always intended to do the legacy bosses. I had codes for those from the beginning, but, you know, other things. If you're interested, let me know. If not, I'm gonna, right after the legacy bosses, I'm gonna head straight to Dragon Quest V DS. Speaking of Dragon Quest V DS... took a nice, long hike. And you know, we're Zenithian, probably. Magma Roo, huh? Yeah, we can handle it. Well, it's time to get us a good reason, then. Give me a reason. I don't even know what you just said. But you're not made out of polygons. You can't be important. Oh, that's weird. Well, you're a lot nicer, wow. A lot nicer than those, jack wagons down by the base were, at first. Hey, you're free to come up with us. I'm sure it would be nice. No, I always thought in like every form of media dragons were like basically immortal. Though I also really like those stories where they have like giant like ocean dwelling dragons, because like things living in like the deep water is like fascinating to me. Like I don't know much about the whole Cthulhu mythos, but Cthulhu itself living deep under the ocean is pretty cool. But if you have any like pictures or stories involving that sort of stuff, like hit me up with them. I love reading about that, especially if you got pictures too. Like a thalassophobia subreddit. That stuff's shitty. Well, it's the shit, I should say. I don't know, deep water fascinates me for some reason, probably because we'll probably never get to see what's, like, because the ocean's still so unmapped. Like, there's still so much to it. Fuck. I just like the thought of, like, something crazy big living down there. Just waiting for, like, its next meal. That's frightening. And cool. I laugh at thee. I think that's a skill that, Gladiators get. When they get hit by something physical, they, reflect a little bit of the damage back. I don't know how much specifically, but... chip damage. I think it's the only reason, like, well, the spiky armor in Dragon Warrior 3, or technically Dragon Quest 3, I should say, is, like, the only reason a solo run of that game is even possible. I guess I might as well. I don't really have anything else to put it in. I'm not into bows. Well, speaking of bows, Armamentalist can use bows. To my knowledge, just their DPS isn't up to snuff, and... like, I don't know, I suppose it would be fun, but... if I'd done a test run of this game first, I probably would have used bows in the LP. But I don't often do test runs of my LPs. The only game I've really ever done a test run for was, I mean, I've, like, LP'd games and... or I've beaten games and LP'd them the next day, like Zone of the Enders and Zone of the Enders the Second Runner, but... nah, I don't really do much in the way of test runs. I played Dragon Quest V again for fun in late 2014, and that's what inspired me to do the LP, but... I wouldn't call it a test run, it was like a year and 3 months ago. Though it's still very fresh in my mind, so the info is going to be nice and usable. I love Dragon Quest V. I'm actually about to replay Dragon Quest VI, too. But I don't know if I... ooh, I wonder what those do. I feel like it's an alchemy ingredient. That was fucked. Hell Nino, that's great. but I'm about to replay Dragon Quest VI, but I don't know if I want to do that right before I'm going to do Dragon Quest V, and with Dragon Quest VII coming out really soon. I don't want to burn myself out. But I'm finally getting through my backlog a bit, so I don't really know what to play anymore. Like, I just beat, like, just today. Ew, gross. Like, just today, I beat, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, and let me tell you, it's a really good game. I'm gonna say it's one of the greatest RPGs of last generation. Not the greatest. I still firmly believe that that belongs to Final Fantasy 13. Regardless if you agree with me or not, I expect some debates. But yeah, I love Final Fantasy 13, but Xenoblade Chronicles is really good. I wouldn't LP it, I certainly don't see a reason to. Because I certainly didn't get anywhere near 100%, I'd be surprised if I got like 30% of the side quest done. And an LP where I had to do all of that? No thanks. I don't see a reason to do it, there's already enough LPs of the game out there like that. So, fuck it. I'll just enjoy it for what it is. Oh, nice frame rate drop there. I'm gonna try to make it as deep into this area as possible before I cut the episode, but definitely not gonna fight any bosses. Boy, you ever, like, go so far out of your way to not talk to someone that you just fucking walk through lava? I don't know, sometimes you're not in the mood to talk or fight random battles. But this feels very close to the end. Ah! You almost got me, you slimy shitter. But you didn't. I was simply too good for you. More treasure, please? Yes, treasure, please. And a pair of safety shoes. Not bad. It's always good to be safe. You wouldn't want to be unsafe, would you? Yeah, this feels pretty final, so I think I'm gonna cut the episode right here. 'Cause cliffhangers, baby! I'll see you guys next time.